Imaginile a 1000 de victime ale masacrului Hamas au fost expuse în auditoriul Universității din Tel Aviv. Pe fiecare scaun, studenții au așezat fotografii cu cei răpiți, dispăruți și morți. Universitatea a pierdut 5 studenți și 50 de rude ale celor care lucrează sau studiază acolo. Vicerectorul Universității, Eri Reich, ne-a acordat un interviu în care le transmite un mesaj dur studenților de la Harvard, care au semnat o scrisoare în care învinovățesc Israelul pentru violențele ce au cuprins regiunea.
We have lost 5 students who've been killed, and many more were injured, and also sons and relatives of students and of workers of university are among the killed people. About 50, if you look at the big family of Bar-Ilan University, are among the dead. This was a terrible shock, terrible. We never expected such a thing. And in particular, we're appalled at the cruelty of how this was done, a purposeful killing, a butchering of civilians, of babies, grandmothers, grandfathers, women, raping of women, beheading of children. We just was speaking earlier today with one of our students who was injured in the attack. He is a paramedic, and he came down there after the attack, and he was trying to save some of the people, and he was basically walking on dead bodies. He was trying to see if anyone there was alive, and there were many mothers who were holding their children, trying to protect them with their hands, and he checked each and every one of them, but they were all killed. So after killing the mother, the Hamas terrorists made sure to also shoot a bullet into the head of the baby or the child to make sure that the child is also dead. So this was the most terrible type of butchery that you can think about.
Professor, the United Against Terrorism initiative will be expanded to other universities across Europe and the United States. Why is it important for people all over the world to know and understand the aftermath of the horrific Hamas attack?
So it's very important because unfortunately we see many people, especially students around the world, who don't really understand. They see this as a war between two people, but they don't understand that terror is something that is completely immoral, and it's out of civility. And we have to understand that there are basic rules, there are basic morals that all humanity must keep. And if we don't stop terror now, it's going to come after every one of us.
Professor, because the exhibition will be held at Harvard, what would be your message to the Harvard students group that issued an anti-Israel statement?
So my message to those students is that you go to university to become educated. Before you become educated and smart, you have to be human beings. And if you don't understand that raping a woman is wrong, that killing a baby is not okay, then you have something wrong with you. Then all the study, all the education that you are studying is worthless. You're going to be a smart idiot and a smart villain. And we don't want those. We want smart people who are also moral. And if you don't understand that, you have nothing to look for at the university. And as for the university, they should not have allowed these expressions of support to terrorism, especially not in a city like New York, which has suffered so terribly from terrorism.
Professor, many of your students are serving now in the army. Are you worried for them?
Yes, of course, I'm worried for them. And as a matter of fact, my son is was also drafted. He's a father of 4 children, 36 years old, and he was drafted also into the South. And of course, me and my wife were very worried for him. But we know that this is what needs to be done. We cannot let this go. We have to eradicate this terrorism and do our best to unsettle Hamas and to make sure that they are completely eradicated from this world. Only in such a way will peace come back to the Middle East.